Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Dopamine Fiend. And today we're going to talk about when dopamine meets validation. My name is Emily, and this is your fix for today. So let's dive right in. So, be honest guys, how many times have you scrolled and you've seen someone winning, well, no matter what it is, and you thought, why not me? You know that tiny hit of envy? That is dopamine. And y'all, she's messy. So messy. According to Dr. Tali Sharot at University College London, the same brain areas that process reward also light up when we compare ourselves to others. Your brain doesn't just want success. It wants rank. And social media is basically a 24/7 leaderboard for your self-worth. And I know I'm probably talking to almost everyone who is listening to this right now. We all do it. I'm not saying just you. I do it too. We scroll, we see people who've, in my realm, they've hit a huge deal and they made so much money in commission, or someone got a brand new car, the one that I've been wanting, or someone finally has abs and I'm working on mine, right? That happens a lot. We compare ourselves to others all the time. And it's and with social media now, like I said, it's even worse. It's way worse. I think that kind of anxiety has shot up dramatically. I don't have the statistics on that, but yeah, we see it all the time, and it's been around for so long, for as long as a lot of us can remember. I mean, I'm from the 90s. I was born in 94, so there was a time I was on the cusp of no technology to huge technology. It was crazy time. So every like, comment, or follow is a micro reward. From Harvard Health Publishing, those digital hits trigger the nucleus accumbens in your brain. That's your dopamine jackpot center. And that's the same one that's activated by food, love, or even gambling. Our brains are crazy pieces of work, guys. They really are. But here's the catch. Dr. Anna Lembke, author of Dopamine Nation, she says, when we rely on external validation for dopamine, that's when our baseline drops. And that means you need more approval to feel less satisfied. And that's why when you get one viral post and it feels incredible, but by the next day you're chasing another fix. AKA dopamine fiends, guys. That's why I'm here. That's why you're here, But I have yet to have a viral post, or a post go viral. I know it'll happen. I don't know how I'm going to feel when it happens. But it will. And when that day comes, I'm going to learn how to not try to chase so hard for another one, because it'll all be in due time, right? In due time. So you basically turned your brain into a slot machine. Pull, scroll, refresh, and repeat. It's not that you're addicted to your phone. You're addicted to being seen. There was a 2023 study from Stanford's Department of Communication. They said the brain releases more dopamine when content about you performs well than when you see other people's content. So when your post gets attention, it's literally neurochemical applause. But when it doesn't, it's like Crash City. And here's the wild part. That constant up and down leaves your dopamine system dysregulated. That's just like a bad diet. It's not the high that hurts you, it's the fluctuations. So, yeah, honestly, that makes a lot of sense when I read that, and there's a lot of people, I will, out of curiosity, there'll be a viral post that goes about, because I'm not saying I don't scroll. Y'all, I still scroll. But there's a viral post that'll go about, right? And, sometimes it'll be a post that's way down on their profile. And they try, and sometimes they get tens of thousands of views after that, but it's not always the same. But they try so hard to get to another viral post. Now, unless they know how to use the algorithm and strategize it right, they can probably make a lot of posts go viral. I've seen that too. But yeah, we all do it. We all do it, guys. Because comparison used to be survival. In ancient times, your brain compared to measure safety, status, belonging. Now it's comparing filters, physiques, and follower counts. It's the same kind of wiring, just a completely different world. Different sides of the same boat, right? You're not broken for feeling it either. You're just using the wrong scoreboard, and it's like it's a validation trap is what I've been thinking about and calling it. You get into this addictive cycle. You get dependent on external approval for your dopamine. And then you're back in the cycle of needing more and more and more. And even when you get more and more, it still won't feel like enough because it won't ever feel like it did the first time. You want to go bigger. You want to go crazier. You want to do something even crazier that no one's thought of just to get the attention. You've seen those videos. You know what I'm talking about. Somebody will do something crazy out of pocket where you look at your phone like, huh? And because they want the attention, they want the limelight again because it felt so good doing what they normally did. Now they're like, oh, I got to up the crazy. I got to up the feeling that you get when you watch this. Like I can't even remember what it was, but there was this guy on a TikTok video where he acted like he was eating duty out of a toilet bowl, even though I'm pretty sure it wasn't actually duty, but the scene, anyways, it was weird, but I can, now that I'm realizing it was just because their dopamine was chasing a bigger hit of virality. All right, guys. Now it's time to give you your chemistry fix. It's time to fix up your validation loop before your dopamine gets stuck in influencer mode. Nothing wrong with influencers. There's good ones. There's some not so good ones too. Number 1. Curate, don't compare. According to UCLA Neuroscience, your environment shapes your reward cues. So unfollow what triggers you, mute the noise. Your feed should feel like fuel, not a firing squad, right? I want a little challenge from you guys. Even if you tell me or don't tell me, just do it for yourself. Just unfollow certain people that you don't like. Friends, celebrities, news. You don't like the news or certain news stations, don't follow them anymore. You're following them. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you do like them, but if you don't, then why are you following them? If you know that it triggers you, you know. Number 2, post for proof, not praise. Share wins because they're milestones, not metrics. The dopamine thrives on self-recognition. So celebrate the effort, not the algorithm. And I have a little milestone for myself. As of now, recording this episode, I have over 50 streams on this podcast. And I'm only a few episodes in. And I'm very grateful for that because I know it's only up from here. And 50 streams in, I think when I hit my 5th episode, I got 50 streams, over 50 streams on all platforms altogether. And that made me so happy because that showed me that over 50 people have heard my voice and heard my purpose with this podcast to help you rewire your brain naturally. That made me feel so good. Like I got a huge dopamine high when I found that out. It made me the happiest person on planet Earth. No one could tell me anything that would ruin my day. Still won't, because it's great news to me. So, number 3, stop scoreboard scrolling. Dr. Lembke, Dr. Anna, she says, tracking metrics rewires your brain for external hits. Instead, track internal ones. Peace, progress, consistency. You can't heal a self-worth wound by checking your views. And they're right. You make the post, you post the post, you post the picture, whatever it is. If people don't like it, okay. Did they see it? Maybe. It is what it is, but you know what? I know that I'm worth it, whether 5 people like my post, 500 people, or 5,000 or 50,000. I'm important in between all of those, no matter what, especially with this podcast. Whatever goes along with it, whatever comes from it, I can look back and just be grateful and enjoy this journey along with you guys. This is fun. Honestly, this has been so fun doing all of this and teaching you guys while teaching myself and giving myself challenges and rewards naturally, catching myself in certain dopamine loops. I really hope that, this will help everybody who sees this or who listens to this, just know that, like I've always said, you're not alone. We can all do this. We just got to stick together. Number 4, reward real life. Call a friend, cook something, work out, touch some grass, for crying out loud. Okay? Johns Hopkins University says real-world dopamine responses are longer lasting than digital ones. So that means, in translation, real joy over fake validation. So touch some grass, guys. Touch some dang grass. Seriously, if you're at a park somewhere, take your shoes off or bend down, touch it with your hand. You can always wash your hands if you feel that way, Call a friend you haven't talked to in a long time. Cook something that you knew you were bad at before, but you just wanted to try again because you saw a different recipe or saw a different way to do it or something. We don't have to be stuck in our phones and the computer anymore. I know we need it, but we don't need to be stuck in it. So, number 5, gratitude is the antidote. According to Dr. Robert Emmons, practicing gratitude activates dopamine and serotonin simultaneously. And that combo rewires your brain for contentment, not comparison. So serotonin is the happiness. That's the happiness, mood, behavior, brain chemical, right? Dopamine and serotonin play in parts with each other, and that'll be in another season. So we'll talk about that. I'm literally breaking down every part of dopamine so that way we can understand it episode by episode. There's so much information out there. You can search all day long, but now you can just listen to my voice, listen to me talk about it, hear my craziness along with it. Not my craziness, my silliness. I'm not crazy, I'm silly, So, yeah, dopamine and serotonin, they're besties. They're like this. You can't see, but I'm crossing my fingers. They're like this, right? Practicing gratitude. Number 1, just being grateful that you wake up, right? You guys, I'm not even kidding. I will even post on my Instagram one day. I have a banner on my wall in my bedroom. It's one of those DIY banners that I got at Walmart, right? You can make it say anything. It says, in gold, it says, congrats, you get another day. I'm not even kidding. It's front and center on the wall that doesn't really have anything on it. I have string lights around it, and I have a bunch of Michael Jackson memorabilia on another wall. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, I literally have a banner on my wall that says, congrats, you get another day. And some days I don't always look at it, but some days I do, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what? You're right. I get another day to get closer to my goals. I get another day to retrain my brain. I get another day to feel good. And I'm grateful every single day because I don't know when my time is up. I don't know when. I'm hoping it's a long time from now because I'm 31. You just never know. You never know what's going to happen. And that's why you have to be grateful every single day. It helps. It really, truly does help. I've been seeing a huge difference in my life just being grateful for the fact that I woke up, that I got out of bed, that I get to walk, right? It's a privilege. It really is. So you don't need to delete your socials. You just got to detox your ego. The only algorithm that matters is the one in your brain. That is the only one that matters, guys. Your brain is your brain. I'm pretty sure, like you've always seen people say on social media, it's not always real. You see the happy highlights, but you don't see the lowlights. You don't see what goes on behind the camera. You don't see it. So comparing yourselves, they have gone through a way different journey than you. But it doesn't mean yours is any less than theirs. It does not mean that. Everyone's is different. If we all had the same path, how boring would that be? How unlively would that be? Having the same path as everyone else? Ew. No, thank you. I want to have a cool, different one. Whenever I talk about my story, they're like, wow, really? You did that? That happened? That happened too? I would much rather have that. I love being different. You should too. You are meant to be here for a reason. We just gotta fix our brains and baby them a little bit. They're not going anywhere. You're gonna be with them for a long, long time. So when you stop chasing likes, you start liking life. When you validate yourself first, your dopamine finally feels safe again. And that's the real high, guys. Peace without performance. That's the ultimate high, in my opinion. So, next episode, it's the grand finale. The dopamine reset ritual. And I have some news coming as well with that. There's going to be a little bit of a surprise with that episode. So, if you're listening, stay tuned. Follow me on X, on Threads, Instagram, Facebook, anywhere you can listen to platforms. Follow me, like, subscribe, and share, because this is something you're not going to want to miss. Okay? I'm taking everything we've learned this season and turning it into your daily dopamine blueprint. Discipline, joy, balance, and focus on command. You will see what I mean in the next episode. Dopamine Fiend. Backed by neuroscience, delivered with sass. I'll see you for the last episode of season 1.